Hi, I'm Beck, and I am going in for a vertical sleeve gastrectomy on January 22nd, 2019. A few of my current stats are I'm 5 feet 5, I'm currently 240 pounds. My surgery date is in 3 weeks. My goal weight is probably going to be around 150, and my high weight was 261 pounds. Okay, so this week I wanted to talk about the mental shitstorm that's about to happen in my life because I've chosen to get this vertical sleeve gastrectomy. And it is, without me realizing it, it's something that I was really my primary concern going into making the decision to get the surgery. And now that I have made the decision and I'm having to try to maybe get some plans in place and start changing my mind, I have had some new thoughts. So when I gave myself permission to consider that the surgery could be something for me, I was brought to tears basically, and I'm not really that type of crier, but this day I was, because my first thought was I might have a body, I might have the life that I've wanted for as long as I can remember, to just be normal, and I've never allowed myself to hope that I could have that body, that I could look like that. And so it was overwhelming to accept that maybe this could be a reality for me. And then I sort of started crying for, that's my cat Newton. I started crying for the loss of who I'd grown into, the loss of this woman that I had developed into that was fat and in a lot of ways was defined, my strength was defined by not letting my fatness become a prohibitor in my life, a limiter in any way. So I didn't want to look at this picture, this woman that I am today, my before picture, and say, in some way, you're inadequate. It really broke my heart. And after therapy, and after really thinking through what it is that I'm afraid of with that and what I'm afraid to say goodbye to. Of course, a part of it is just this identity. I don't know any other identity than the heavy girl, you know. And I've worked really hard emotionally to become okay with my heavy self. And I don't want to lose that strength that I've built. I don't want to lose the character that I've developed in my pursuit of a normal life in a non-normal body. So I've realized that I'm not going to have to give that up, and ultimately my weight currently isn't promoting the happiness that I want in my life. It is a detractor, and really it should be as simple as do what makes you happy. So that is why I decided, even though I feel completely competent and capable and like my weight really isn't a barrier to my overall happiness and success, I am not happy with my weight, and I can choose to change it, and I can choose to evolve into the next phase. A good friend of mine, I was talking to her about some of this emotional confusion I was having, and she said that we learn what we want in life by learning what we don't want. And so I'm okay to give myself permission to say I've lived this beautiful, glorious, fat life of where I've learned a lot about how to be my own person and how to arrive, you know, like go to the party just like everybody else, regardless of what I'm afraid people are judging me for. And I've learned a lot being fat, but I don't have to be fat to be me. You know, I am not fat, I have fat. And that's a release. I was an Irish studies minor in college, and when they say that they're sad, they say sadness is upon me rather than I am sad. And it's the same thing, like fatness is upon me, but I do not, my identity does not have to be fat. And that's kind of like the first mental aha thing that I've gone through. So the other part, when I was thinking about the surgery, I was really, really adamant about not regaining the weight. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that, like me, looked for the failed VSG videos and gained all my weight back videos and things that would tell me, like, what are the warnings to keep me from being there, and how do I not gain the weight back, because I never want to be here again, which is confusing because I love this part of me. I love who I am, but I do want to be thin for the rest of my life. I want to be at a healthy weight for the rest of my life. And so this entire experience of making the decision to do surgery has been really influenced by my fear um, of, I would even say like a tyrannical fear of gaining the weight back. And so um, I've decided to take a different approach. I don't want to come into this next chapter of my life in any type of fear-based motivation. I don't want to be counting calories so tightly because, I'm not going to have a piece of the birthday cake because it's, weight regain, weight regain. I want to live a happy, full, balanced life. And so I'm looking into some ways to promote what I want and kind of manifest the reality that I want in like a really proactive, taking back the power in my world rather than giving it over to fear. So here's kind of where I've landed with this. I watched a video by Dr. Wang, I think his name is, and Dr. V. He is a polarizing character, so you may find him a bit abrasive. I find him a bit abrasive, but I do like, in one video he talks about what's at the heart of weight regain, and da-da-dum, it's self-love, which really resonates with me. If you love yourself, you're going to feed yourself good food, you're going to take yourself for a walk, you're going to make sure you have enough water. Self-love and self-care and self-respect is at the core of maintaining a healthy weight and a healthy life. And I really support that. That's where I want to go. I want to find better ways to treat my depression, or to treat my anxiety, or to, if I'm bored, instead of just eating, like, meditate, go out and live, take a walk. I want a life that's more full and less just singularly focused on food. So you should watch the video. I'll link to it below, but it was really eye-opening for me that yes, everybody has this fear of weight regain, and the answer is really simple. The road between where I'm at currently and me being a sustainably thin person or sustainably normal sized person is a long road. And I think when I say that my weight loss success is dependent completely on me, what I mean is this is a mental journey I'm going on. The surgery is more of a benefit of the journey. It's a stop on the journey, but the real heavy lifting and the real change is going to come in my mind. And that can be intimidating, and up until recently I was really intimidated by that, thinking maybe I can't change. And now I am going to manifest what I want, and I want to change, and I want to become the next version of myself. And that's super exciting. That's like, I love myself already, and I'm excited to see what else I can do for me. So that's where I'm at with it. I did write a blog about this that overlaps a lot of what I've said. You can read that in the notes below. Otherwise, I am 2 weeks out from surgery, and so I will be coming to you with a pre-surgery video, and then probably we'll start picking up the actual post-surgery videos with some pictures of before and after. So I'll catch you next week.